What's up, guys? Beautiful day, right? Woo-wee. So I just realized I have to have more patience with myself. I have to have more patience with myself. I, as in I, the divine, need to have more patience with the self, the ego. Because the ego, slow thinker, because it's so busy worried about the self and getting ahead and being important and being worthy and being deserving. But when you identify with the I, as in the divine, you realize you are already worthy. You are already deserving. You are already abundant. You are already loved. You are everything. And the moment that you start identifying with the I instead of the self, you realize that we are all one. And the self is just an avatar that we use to experience this 3D physical world. And once you identify, or the moment that you step out of the self and you step into the I, you then take back your true power. Because we are powerful beings. We are creators. Some of us create love, joy, happiness, beauty. And then some of us create hate, separation, distrust, lack. But know that it's not the I creating those things, it is the self. And once you realize that the I created the self, then you will realize that the I can recreate the self in a better way, or in a more beneficial way that is here to serve the I. Because the self is here to serve the I. But somewhere down the line, we became so identified with being the self and thought that we were the self that we separated ourselves. And when you separate yourselves, you feel alone, you feel unworthy, you feel like you're not good enough. And these are all illusions that the self will make you believe. But step back into the I and feel what it feels like to just be. And just know you are supported. You are guided, and you're here for a reason. The moment that you take back your power and step into the I, you realize that you are a divine being having this human experience, sent here by God on a spiritual mission to raise the vibration of this planet. Now, doesn't that sound a lot better than just being here, floating through life, not knowing where you're going, what you're doing, who you are? I think I'd rather be that spiritual being having this human experience sent on a spiritual mission. Because that means I have purpose. I have a reason for being. And we all have a reason for being. And not one individual on this planet is better than the X. Because once you step into the I, you realize we are all equal. I equals equality. Self equals separation. I no longer live through the self. I no longer live in that illusion. I realize I am not the self. I am the I experiencing the self. And unconsciously, I had created a self that wasn't serving me, that believed that it was unworthy, that it wasn't good enough. wasn't smart enough, wasn't good looking enough, wasn't tall enough, just wasn't enough. But the moment that I stepped back into the I realized that I am good enough. I am loved. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am blessed. And I am supported. I am so supported. And just know that all your support comes from within. There's nothing in your external environment that is going to give you the answers. The answers are already from within. They're in here. And then the things you see out in your external reality are just confirmation of what's happening from within. And once you just be and just step into the I, your whole life changes. Your whole life changes. It will never be the same. It will never be the same. Because I am great. I am enough. I am the I, and I am. Wow. That's powerful. It's very powerful. So just know, you're perfect. Exactly the way you are. Seen through the I. But seen through the self, you're never going to be good enough. You're never going to be enough. And I think humanity's been living through the self for too long and created all this separation. And our spiritual mission, why we were sent here, was to share with everybody that we are all one. We are all equal. We are one and the same. We are the I. This consciousness that you're experiencing, this awareness, this is the I. And right here, the self will get you lost. Make you overthink things, not trust yourself. Trust yourself. No, trust the I. The I has all the right answers. The I knows exactly what to say, when to say it. Knows exactly what not to say, when not to say it. Knows exactly where to be, when to be. The I is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It is the self that creates all the bullshit that you're going through. And a few symptoms that you might experience while living through the self for too long are feeling unworthy, not feeling good enough. You're possibly floating through life, working in a meaningless job just to get a petty ass check, to pay the bills, and just to survive, just get by. But we didn't come here to survive, guys. We came here to thrive. And if you want to thrive, come over to the I. But if you just want to continue to survive and just float through life in a meaningless manner, and stay with the self. It's that simple. It's that simple. And like I said, all the answers are from within. They're here. And anything out in your external environment is just confirmation of what's going on from within. That's it. Now, if you're insecure, you're unhappy, you're judgmental, that is going to project outwards from within. You're going to project that on everybody. And the self is going to give you the illusion that it's everybody else that's the problem and they need to change. And you are just doing great. You're not the problem. They're the problem. The self, man. Fucking lie to you. The self will piss on your shoe and tell you it's raining. The self is selfish. The I is altruistic. That's how I'm living my life. Through the I. Because I know I am worthy. I know I am abundant. I know I am loved. And I know I am accepted. I am guided. And I am supported. And I love life. Life's great. And I can't say it was like that a year ago. A year ago, I was stuck in the self. Thinking it was the only way. But there's another way. I just like sharing my little contemplations that I think about, you know. If this resonated with you, subscribe. But if not, you know, then don't. But who's the one deciding not to subscribe? Is it the I or is it the self? Bet you it's the self. The self thinks, oh, this guy knows it all. The self thinks, this guy don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But the I understands. This resonates with the I. Either way, I'm going to be here. Just being. Stay tuned. Nothing but love.